Get the first down here, or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now the first carry for King Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Minnesota.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. He's going to have a Vikings first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 2.
Henry. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Again, it'll be Henry. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
And he's not going to get in. Tackled in the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. His kick is good. And the Vikings it's 7-3.
I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. KT Tuimoloau in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On second down, Mahomes. That's caught by Puka. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Mahomes. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
They're on 17-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, here's Herbert. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. Throwing again, Herbert. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's in! Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Falcons. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Arden Key having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
In punt formation.
This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. 1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now Herbert. That's caught. It's Evans. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown Atlanta. McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Falcons move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Mahomes now on second down. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Throwing now, Mahomes. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It is third and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to look downfield once again. He was looking for George Pickens there. And that'll set up fourth down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A give to Pollard running right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now, Herbert. This one is caught by Addison. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Third down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he will go all the way. Mike Evans. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
Makes the score. Falcons.
Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 22
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Yellow. 180.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Malik Collins. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
It's a gain of 22
That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
And 10.
To throw is Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Waddle's first catch. Good for a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. On the give, here's Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Pistol here for Herbert. Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Falcon first down. Shotgun now for Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing again, Herbert. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10.
First down, Falcons.
Herbert to the air again. We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Brandon McManus, and the field goal unit come on. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. That is fielded at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The left side here, caught by Addison. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Now it's Herbert. Trouble, and down he goes. JT Tuimoloau, his second sack tonight. Number 5 for him now on the year.
It's second down.
To throw, it's Herbert. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's third down.
Throwing now is Herbert. Over the middle, he's got Warren. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 16 yards, and the Falcon first down.
Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here. When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
20-yard line.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
8. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play for Minnesota. Pickup of 46 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams. Past the 40. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. 2nd half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return.
Jalen Waddle on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Henry.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2nd down and 3.
Yellow.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that is hauled in on the right sideline. Right inside the chalk. A heck of a catch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Patrick to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Into the hands of Pickens once again. He's taken down just shy of the 10. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Vikings.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can get everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back. You see it here. All it takes is one mistake to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On play action. Now Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
First down, Falcons.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Here's Mahomes. going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That one brought in by Warren. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Now a play fake. Herbert. There's Evans. He's got it. And he's got another one. Mike Evans. Touchdown Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Open man, left side. He's got it. Puka Nacua. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. York good on the extra point. Vikings are able to cut into the deficit. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Under 10.
On 1st down, Herbert. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He'll look for Pollard out of that field. And he will score! Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Falcons. Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons are able to extend the lead.
49. Vikings 20. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard
He
line.
was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mahomes. A quick slant into the hands of Waddle. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll run it with Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Sending it deep for Waddle. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack the guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
Perfect. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Back.
Pistol here for Herbert. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. Now he's free at the 35. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the guns, they give it to Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star.
And he'll take this one in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Falcons. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons add on to their already sizable lead.
26, Vikings 20.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll go down to a knee. No help from those last two runs. It is 3rd and 13. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early and often. They cruised to an easy victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.